Alright, so we're up to day 20 of going through my journal entries. Today's quote is, "Fashion can be bought, style one must possess." What does your style say about you? Describe it. Is this what you want your style to say, or are you in need of a change? What are 3 things about your style you'd change if you could? Alright, if you're following along, go ahead and pause the video and take a few minutes to respond to the question, and I'll be back here in a second with my response. Alright, let's see what I said about this one. Okay, what does my style say about me? I'm not really sure what it says about me, but I like the direction that my style is evolving. I agree. It has changed from attention grabbing to a more simple, comfortable style. I want something that's easy, that I won't feel overwhelmed or stressed over. I think I have certain aspects of my style figured out, like my underwear, socks, and pants for the most part. I'd still like to find a good pair of jeans and a couple of dresses or outfits for work. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with my style. However, outside of my day-to-day clothes and shoes, there are still a lot of items that I need to let go of. Every time I go through my closet, I pare it down, but there are still a lot of items I've put in that maybe someday, that I put in that maybe someday category. I'm ready to have the free time to go through it all and get organized. First, I need to get caught up with work/homework. By spring break, the plan is to be caught up and have it together by summer. So, this is clearly before March. And I think that's probably going to be a theme with the work/homework thing, at least until spring break, because I had this other class that I was trying to finish up, and it was a lot of work to get that all finished up by spring break. And so by spring break time, hopefully I won't be, having all of this, oh my gosh, work, homework. Hopefully some of that pressure is relieved by then. But yeah, like looking back now, I've basically I made a video about it a while back on how I've kind of made I saw this one video with this guy where he called it finding his uniform. And it's basically, what do you wear every day that makes you the most comfortable and to where you don't have to be thinking about clothes. And, I guess they talk about some rich people doing that. Who was it? Steve Jobs, I think, would wear the same thing. Simon Cowell. I think the Facebook guy, Mark, does it too. But I understand why. I just was realizing that there were certain things that I wore that I felt the most comfortable in, and when all my clothes were clean, there were certain things that I would go to first. And why do I need to have all of these other things when I know that I'm the most comfortable in this? And so that's what I've done. And here's my outfit. I wear a white shirt every day to the gym. I figured out my top now. For now, I think the top might change at some point, but I just wear kind of this oversized pocket shirt that I got from Walmart. I have 8 of them, 8 or 9 of them, and I wear it every day. And then I've got, you can't really see, but I've got these leggings. They're just black leggings that I wear every single day. I put them on before I go to the gym, and then at the gym in the morning I don't work out that hard, it's just walking, so I come home and I just keep the same thing on during work. And I have the same socks, the same underwear, I'm working on the bras. I have a sports bra that I wear every single day, but I don't have 7 of them, so it but whatever. But yeah, my clothing has definitely evolved, and I like it. I like that it's just plain and it's not showy. And I do have a little story about something that happened that I think pushed me over the edge into really just wearing the same thing every day and to wear something that's not attention grabbing. So I was going to the gym to work out almost every single day. I'll do a whole video about Anytime Fitness too, I think. But yeah, like I'd started, like Anytime Fitness is the closest gym to me. So I'd signed up with a membership through them, and I was going there. They had me like got me into like one of their training packages or whatever. So I was going like at least 3 or 4 times a week to work with a trainer or group fitness or whatever there. And I was in one of the group fitness um, sessions, and I was wearing the leggings like every day already, but I didn't have like my tops lined out that I wanted to wear every day. I was trying a few different types of tops. I had like some V-necks and some tank tops and, you know, some different types of t-shirts and things like that. Well, this one day I was wearing one of the kind of like loose V-neck shirts that I had, and there was a woman that I'd seen her around a little bit, but she'd never done one of the group fitness classes with me. And she was very like talkative, and I don't really know how to describe her, but like I'm not very talkative. Like I don't think I'm rude to people, but like I don't often add a lot extra to the conversation. And I don't know, like we were like flipping over this like, what do you call it, like one of those big tires. They had us like do like a group, and she was like paired up with me, and like we were flipping this tire, and she was like asking me if I had kids, and I was like no. And I just didn't expand on it, and she seemed like taken aback that like at my age I didn't have any kids. And I don't know, we didn't really talk that much, like but we were like at the end of the workout, we were sitting in the floor stretching, and she just like gets all in a fuss, and she like says in front, like there's a teenage boy and his sister, a teenage girl, that were working out, and I was a lot, we worked out at the same time a lot, so I was usually in the group with them. And the lady just like went off the deep end, very offended by my shirt, and saying that it was just so offensive, and that there's a teenage boy and I shouldn't be like, you know, flaunting myself like that with a teenage boy around. And the trainer, like he was a new trainer, and so I could like, I thought that I'd heard what she said, but I didn't really know that she was like I didn't know what she was talking about at first. Like she was just acting super erratic, and like just like getting all flustered and stuff. And she was like, I can't, I have to leave, I can't be around this. And then she like walked off, and then like later, I guess she had gone to like the training manager and had said that, you know, my clothing was inappropriate. And um he came back and was telling my trainer, and they were kind of laughing about it. um and he was like, did you know, hear what she said? I was like, oh really, she said what I think she said? I was like, I thought I was like just mistaken. And he was like, no. And I was like, oh well, I don't know. And you know, the trainer, like the one guy, he was like, can I take a picture of you just to send to, you know, the manager and my wife, you know, just to let them know like that this lady's being, you know, if she says something to them, like this is what you were wearing. Because it wasn't like, I have a big chest and I don't realize how big it is sometimes. I think like I didn't think my chest was that big, but my roommate is like, no, like your chest is bigger than most girls. Like maybe I have like boob dysmorphia or something. Like I don't know. I just feel like they're normal size. And so I guess I was wearing a sports bra under the shirt, and but I guess when we were like bending over to stretch or whatever, maybe my cleavage was showing. And you know, on the one hand, the lady was being a little bit ridiculous and over the top. But on the other hand, I think my trainer said that, you know, her and her husband were having problems and she's a little bit insecure. And like, yes, like someone shouldn't be like that. Someone shouldn't call someone out for what they're wearing. But at the same time, I personally understand being insecure, especially if her husband's been cheating on her. Like, because I have felt really insecure when I've had boyfriends cheat on me, and, you know, these girls aren't doing anything. You know, I just may be at Walmart with, you know, either with the person I'm in a relationship with or just by myself, and I see girls that are younger than me or attractive or wearing short shorts or, you know, having their cleavage out, and it's not their fault, but I feel insecure and it makes me feel bad, and it gives me these negative feelings to see them like that. And I know this probably isn't the right response, but like after that, I started wearing these shirts that just cover myself up all the way because I'm like, I don't care. Like, what am I saying? It's not like I didn't care whether my cleavage was showing. Like, that's not something that bothers me. It wasn't something I was going for. It wasn't something that I was trying to do, that I was trying to get attention for my body. Um, but I also, like, after that incident, I recognized that that can affect other people. And I don't want to bring attention to myself. Like, I'm to a point when I was younger, I did want to bring attention to myself. I will admit that. Like, my father was very about like looks and attractiveness in women, and he would make comments about other women in front of my mom, in front of us. That was just how it was, you know. And so I was raised to think that women were valued on how they look. And so I would dress a certain way. I wore tight jeans. But a part of me is like, was I wearing things that were over the top tight and, you know, having my cleavage out and stuff? Or was that just like how people dressed at the day? Because sometimes I feel like I was going a little over the top when I was younger. But then I see pictures of like other people dressed back in the day, and I'm like, well, everybody kind of dressed like that. So I don't know, but I definitely used to wear shorts that were really short, and yeah, I don't know, definitely tried to bring attention to myself through my body, and I don't want to do that anymore. I don't feel the need to do that anymore. And so when the incident with that lady happened, you know, like, yeah, I know some people will be like, well, you shouldn't change just because other people are uncomfortable around you. But at the same time, I understand that some people are going through things and they're not feeling good about themselves. And it's not that big a deal to me to change my shirt and to wear a shirt that covers up, because I'm not trying to get. And I'm not saying that girls that wear shirts with cleavage like are trying to get attention from people. Like, they're just wearing what they like. But to me, it wasn't that big a deal. It wasn't like I love this shirt so much that no matter what she says, I'm not going to wear it anymore, or I'm going to keep wearing it. But I didn't care anything about that shirt. I didn't care anything about, you know, whatever. So I'm comfortable in this, and I don't have to worry about like, you know, women freaking out or feeling insecure around me in this shirt. And it would bring less attention to me from men, which I don't want attention from men right now. So at this moment, this is what I'm comfortable in. And yeah, I still need to find a good pair of jeans. I still need to go through my clothes. But I'm working on that actually this month. I finally have some free time because my summer class just ended. So all of this that I'm talking about, I do have a little bit of free time. So I am starting to go through my clothes, but I noticed yesterday I went through my shoes, or the other day I went through my shoes, and there's still several pairs that I'm not ready to get rid of. They're still in like the someday maybe pile, but I recognize that I have these ones that I wear every day, and so I've got them out in the open where they're easy to access, and there's really only like, I don't know, like 8 pairs of, you know, a mix of sneakers, sandals, dress shoes, you know, just that I wear consistently. And then I've got the other ones kind of stored away, and then I'll reassess at some point. But yeah, like my goal for this week is to start going through all of my other clothes. I've got my clothes that I wear on a day-to-day basis here. I just want to go through everything else and see if there's anything I've forgotten about that I may want to incorporate in, and just see what I want to keep, what I may want to wear in the future. And my clothes are kind of like my hobbies. there's been times, like, one of the things that keeps me from just getting rid of everything that I don't wear is the fact that there has been times that I've held on to that piece of clothing and I didn't wear it for like years, years, years. And then all of a sudden, I'll start wearing it all the time. And I'm happy that I held on to it. So, but it's not often that that happens, honestly. But I'm going to go back through and see what clothes may be that option. But yeah, I highly recommend finding your uniform that you wear every day. And I don't care. Like, there's probably people in the gym that are like, she wears the same thing every single day. I don't care. People may see me out in public being like, she always wears that. I don't care. Like, I'm comfortable in it. And it's what I like to wear. If people want to think that I'm wearing like dirty clothes every day, which I'm not, I have like multiples of the same thing. Um, you know, they can think that. But to me, like, having a style, I guess this is a style, but I don't have like, I don't know. It's just weird because I used to like colorful things and flashy things, and I totally I'm not drawn to that anymore. So I don't know. We'll see maybe in the future if it changes, but for now, this is what I like, and I really love it, and it's taken away a lot of the stress because I don't have to make any decisions on what clothes I have to make in the morning. And like I said, my job is so mental that anything that I can do to like simplify my life, I'm all for that. So one way that I've simplified my life is through my clothing. So I'm going to keep doing it at least for the next couple of years, and then we'll see what happens after that. But that's day 20. So tomorrow I'll be back with day 21.